Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for the week beginning Monday, the 6th of May, ending Friday the 10th. Hope you had a good weekend. Here's a look at the the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market futures form. So the futures are showing down heavy here Sunday night going into Monday, down 54 points on the ES and 174 on the NQs. That's going to be a big gap. Let's talk about what that really means for the markets here. But first, we'll go through the daily charts, and then we'll see where that puts us. So the crude oil down down about 40 already to 60.55. That's down overnight here. Gold up $2.80. A lot of this based on the military escalation that we see in Israel, potentially with Iran. We got the S&P on Friday was up 28 points. That's a new closing high, but again, looking like it's going to gap down 54 more to start the week here. The NASDAQ 100 was up 121, but again, gapping down 171 as I record this. Stocks up 10. Biotech's up 61.07. The Russell 2000 up 31 points. Finally broke out. Been stuck for months here. Just in time to get probably gap down on in Monday morning. The VIX was down $1.55. That should be up heavy in the morning with the gap. This is the biggest gap we've seen in a long time. The trend closed at 0.67. That puts the 10-day at 1.17, which is not any kind of indicator. 2 billion shares on the NASDAQ was lighter than most of the days last week. The advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 1654, so positive. One of the most positive days we've seen all year, plus 1584 on the New York. Again, one of the most positive days we've seen so far this year, but won't matter with the gap down Monday morning. Google up 23.04, Apple up $2.60, Netflix gains $5.97. Remember, there's a 13 sell signal in operation on Netflix. Amazon up 61.64. That is not near all-time closing highs. Tesla up $10.93. Facebook up $2.94. Goldman Sachs up $2.53. Leaves it basically where it's been for the while. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 35 cents. And the Dow was up almost 200 points. Let's look at the week in 10-minute candles on the ES, and you can see we basically closed the week slightly positive by a couple points, literally a couple points on the ES. So Monday was fairly flat. Tuesday gapped down, pushed lower, came back. We had a Fed announcement on Wednesday, gapped up, goofed around, filled that gap, went lower on the Fed announcement, closed lower in the afternoon. Thursday opened flat and then kind of tried to rally and sold off, came back halfway. Friday gapped up and came back to where we were to start the week. As I said, plus a couple points. Same thing on the NASDAQ, gained a couple points for the week, but it was all at the end there. But again, we're losing most of that here in the gap down that you're seeing so far overnight, at least, going into tomorrow morning. So we will see what we get from that perspective. Hold on, let me switch this back to 5-minute charts for the rest of the week. And then in terms of economic data coming out this week, let's have a look. So Monday, you just got a Fed member speaking. Tuesday, JOLTS job openings, IBD tip, economic optimism, loan officer survey, consumer credit at 3 in the afternoon. Wednesday, crude oil inventories in the 10-year bond auction, and a Fed member speaking, no big deal. Thursday, a Fed chairman speaks. We got the PPI and trade balance an hour before the bell, along with the unemployment claims. That's the weekly number. That's the initial and continuing number. Final wholesale inventories 30 minutes in, natty gas an hour in, 30-year bond auction at 1 p.m., and then Friday CPI, which is a big one, and the federal budget balance in the afternoon. So that's the week ahead in terms of economic data. We'll see what we get. We got another week until we hit options expiration for the month of May. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great treat.